These games are ranked by play score, a standard rating that averages gamer and critic reviews. Opening our list of the top 10 Switch games so far is Ultra Street Fighter 2: The Final Challengers. Nintendo is one of video games' long-established pillars, and it's only right for it to welcome another throwback classic to their newest console. Developed by Capcom especially for the Switch, this new fighting game brings us back to the arcade era, with this updated version of 1994's Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Along with the updated high-definition art, gameplay mechanics, and some balance changes, the game comes with the familiar pixel art the franchise is known for to complete your travel back in time. Step into the arena and play against the original 17 from Super Turbo, as well as the additional of Evil Ryu and Violent Ken. Play with first-person mode, Way of the Hado, enjoy the thrills of its online arcade, or tweak the colors of your favorite fighters. Despite all that, people weren't exactly impressed. According to Eurogamer, despite its preference for the clunky HD remix graphics, this version is missing the rather important balance changes made by expert David Sirlin. Aside from the gameplay, however, one thing that drew people away from the game was, like many other Switch games, is its costly price. Compared to the $15 price tag on the game it was based on, it currently sports a price tag of a whopping $40. Considering not much was changed in the overall gameplay, that seems like too much of an ask for a 20-year-old game. For that, it receives a play score of 7.59. 9 is LEGO City Undercover. TT Fusion's blend of Grand Theft Auto meets LEGO. Remove the R-rated naughtiness from Rockstar's critically acclaimed franchise and put a dose of kiddie goodness in a city overrun by criminals, thugs, and LEGO blocks. Follow Chase McCain as he defeats the city's vermin using your wide array of cop skills, like jumping on walls, swinging across poles, and of course, shooting. As an undercover agent, use the game's expansive array of disguises. Dress up as a robber to break into buildings, or a miner to make things go boom. This is the kind of LEGO game where they aren't necessarily tied to a movie franchise. It's just a simple story about a crime-busting cop and his bumbling sidekick, a crazy captain, and a vicious villain called Rex Fury. Of course, the game's witty LEGO humor never runs out, and it's still full of surprises. The Switch's performance makes a huge improvement in terms of frame rate and visuals, and aside from that, players can go co-op with a friend and stop crime together. There's just so many things you could do, collect, and apprehend. The game has a play score of 7.97. Number 8 is Blaster Master Zero. Here's another throwback to the glory days of pixel gaming. But unlike Ultra Street Fighter 2, this game made waves among the fans of the original, as well as curious first-timers. This Nintendo-exclusive platformer/shooter is a remake of Sunsoft's Blaster Master released on the NES in 1998. Developed by Inti Games, it retains many of its well-loved elements. And providing a much-needed revamp to some of its weaker aspects. Relish the smoothness of the graphically overhauled visuals, the novelty of rebalanced stages, and the exciting freshness of new areas and bosses. In keeping with some of its rather far-fetched storyline, follow protagonist Jason Frudnick as he ventures deep underground with his newfound tank Sophia III, in a quest to retrieve a frog named Fred. From there, the developers took a few liberties with their story, adding in a character called Eve, who becomes his engineer and romantic interest. Eve's presence actually improves the experience, giving the characters more room for witty dialogues. One thing that sets Blaster Master Zero apart is its hybrid gameplay. Journey around the alien environment inside your tank to embark on a Metroidvania-like side-scroller exploration, or step out to barge into dungeons and fight against extraterrestrial creatures in top-down shooting fashion. In solidarity with other indie creators, Inti Creates has welcomed a handful of icons such as Gunvolt, Shantae, and Shovel Knight. While it was criticized for its low difficulties, it remains as one example of a remake done right. It has a play score of 8.11. 7th place is ARMS. Nintendo is totally racking up their new projects after Switch's successful release. With Zelda, Mario, and Metroid taking center stage, it's about time they unveil a new IP. Think of it as a quirky fighting game with absurd mechanics. Choose from a set of worldwide champions and equip your favorite combination of extendable arms. Next thing you know, you're throwing punches in the air to take your opponent down. You can play up to 4 of your friends if you have an extra Joy-Con and strike your enemies until they get knocked out. Use devastating special moves to deal out insane amount of damage. The last one to survive the round wins, obviously. The customizable arms makes it even more replayable, creating new fighting styles in every match. It was hailed for its clever take on the fighting genre. Although silly, it really does work. With an adaptive lobby system and a cool bunch of characters to choose from, you'd want your arms to play one match again. It receives a play score of 8.24. Sixth is Puyo Puyo Tetris. Here's another unlikely combination of two of the most iconic arcade games. Sega's Puyo Puyo teams up with the iconic Tetris styles to create another fun, fast, and frenzied game for the Switch. It may not be for everyone, but when you're looking for a colorful challenge, then might as well take a quick look at this. Go on an arcade spree by yourself in its single-player adventure mode, or drop blocks and blobs with friends in a variety of multiplayer game modes. Send an immense amount of garbage to your opponent in versus mode by pairing a buttload of blobs and clearing Tetris lines in quick successions. This is but one of the modes their multiplayer offers. There's swap mode for intense multitasking, fusion mode for a hybrid challenge, Big Bang for a fast-paced competition, and party for the random goodness. There's more to this game than just its simple multiplayer arcade. Their online mode provides a leaderboard to check your rank among the players globally, and solo arcade for a computer-generated gauntlet. This game's weird mixture worked, and there's no denying that. It has a play score of 8.33. Number 5 is Fast RMX. Instead of waiting helplessly for F-Zero to release a new game, why don't you just open up your hearts to Shin and Media's exceptional pod racer? With the same gameplay and visuals as the beloved series, Fast RMX is offering to fill that void in your hearts with their own brand of high-speed racing. A more expanded version of the Wii U's Fast Racing Neo, RMX includes all the tracks and DLCs of the original game, with 6 new additions for a total of 30 tracks overall. Bringing the lightning speed of Neo to the whole new platform, indulge in their enjoyable modes, lush vehicles, and exhilarating gameplay. While it's been widely compared to F-Zero, RMX has one slight difference that adds a whole new layer to the gameplay. Speed past the beautiful landscapes and collect orbs to make use of the color-coded boost strips littered around its stages. With its jump to the Nintendo Switch, Fast RMX benefits from a few useful upgrades. Aside from the 1080p resolution and the 60 FPS, it's also becoming more open to a much larger multiplayer experience. Enjoy the competitive split-screen mode, play locally with up to 7 players, or rival against players from all around the world. If you're missing the brutality of the F-Zero games, then its hero mode will satisfy your cravings, letting you play with new rules and challenges. All that for $20. It is a play score of 8.34. Fourth place is Snipper Clips Cut It Out Together. One of Switch's beloved puzzle exclusives, Snipper Clips is a cut above the rest with its unique puzzle mechanics that fits with the social gaming vision of the portable console. Play a snip and clip and provide that 2 heads or 4 are better than 1 as you solve a variety of papercraft riddles. While creativity is key for most puzzle games, the game takes that to a whole new level, giving you the freedom to cut through each other however you please. Overlap 2 areas, and snip away till you get your desired shapes. Pop some balloons, carry objects, and catch a few fireflies. Other than its main world, it offers a variety of party mode that lets you work on puzzles together in up to 4 people. While Blitz mode offers a more competitive atmosphere, shooting hoops in basketball, and scoring goals in hockey. Snipper Clips doesn't exactly show off the power of the console, but it's one of the most unique and original games yet, with its vibrant colors, charming worlds, and adorable characters. It really does a good job of engaging children and adults alike, making it a great cooperative experience for friends and families. Although it's not as expensive as Switch's other games, it's still criticized for its glaring lack of content. Its limited puzzles in the main world can be completed in a span of a few hours, and it's offering little to no replay value. But with its innovative puzzle experience, it's still worth a try. It has a play score of 8.36. Third place is Disgaea 5 Complete. One of the defining aspects of the new Nintendo Switch is the ability to play console-quality games on the go. Since its release on the PS4 in 2015, it's proven itself worthy of the attention as an addicting strategy RPG. Now, with their port to the Switch, you'll finally get the experience of playing this fantastic game whenever you want, wherever you want. Combining all their DLC releases into one definitive package, it includes all 8 bonus scenarios, 3 character classes, and the 4 additional fan favorites. If you're not familiar with the series, it follows the tale of Killia, a demon out in a quest for vengeance against the Netherworld Emperor Void Dark. With his 1 million strong army, the Overworld Lords have come together, given life and personality by its outstanding voice actors. Surprisingly, despite its complex and dark themes, it manages to inject an air of levity, with their clever dialogues and witty banter. While it wasn't creating fireworks on the PS4, US Gamer noted that Disgaea also benefited from its jump to the Switch in terms of graphics. With the PS4's 1080p visuals, Disgaea 5 rendering looked drab and almost outdated. But, running in its native 720p on the Switch's portable mode, it receives an instantaneous pop of color and sharpness. Although we miss the chemistry of the series' original characters, Disgaea 5's new cast of misfits did well enough to ease our hearts. And while it's still the same game as the PS4 release, the portability of the Switch is almost enough to make up for it. It has a play score of 8.43. Second place is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This adorable racing game is ready to create moments of unmitigated fun and disaster to your friends and family. It's sad that we won't be seeing a new Mario Kart game soon, but Wii U's critically acclaimed Mario Kart game finally makes its way to the Switch. And it's filled with tons of new surprises, including new characters and an improved battle mode. There's a big difference compared to the original. Players can now hold 2 items at once for 2 times the disaster. But that's just something simple. Its new smart steering feature makes it easier to handle the wheel for beginners, and the 1080p resolution with Switch's dock mode makes it a definitive experience. And the new characters like King Boo, Dry Bones, the Inklings, and more are a good bunch of fun. New courses are also added, including an urchin underpass and a battle stadium. Not to mention its revamped battle mode fills you in with balloon popping and more. There's a lot of changes in this game, just grab your nifty Joy-Con and put the pedal to the metal. It has a play score of 9.13. And the best Nintendo Switch game so far is of course The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. There's no denying 2017 is a great year for video games. It hasn't even ended yet. Released as a Nintendo Switch launch title, this masterpiece proves that Nintendo is still capable of giving quality content to the fans of the series. Chronological orders aside, this latest entry to the Legend of Zelda series takes you to a post-apocalyptic Hyrule where Link wakes up from a long slumber to find kings, queens, champions, and kingdoms have fallen. Link is bound by destiny to stop Calamity Ganon from destroying the world. He sets out on a grand open-world adventure to eliminate the Blights. This is the first Zelda game to offer an open-ended gameplay element, which means players can do whatever they want without linear storytelling limitations. Upon its release, it claimed universal acclaim. Some reviewers are even calling it 2017's best and a number of Game of the Year nominations. It's widely praised for its brilliant physics, beautiful world, and challenging gameplay that rewards exploration and experimentation. There's just no denying. Breath of the Wild is Switch's #1 game on the Switch so far. Just recently, its first pack of DLC adds new content to the game, including new costumes, modes, and a special dungeon mission. Pack 2 releases sometime soon. This game has a play score of 9.32.